Hi, everybody. It's May 12th, 2025. And interesting topic I thought about today was like when people in particular have done you wrong and have gave you injustice and you see them living their lives and they're still happy and they're still playing like they're innocent and they're still reaping the benefits of a good life, and you're sitting back and you see them, you're going on with your life, but you're suffering, you're poor, you're you're hurting, you're lonely, and you see these people that have done you wrong, and it seems like their life is great, and then you start to question, like, is there really a God? Is there any holy justice? And I think we've all been through this type of situation at some point of our lives. We know that we're not complaining incorrectly. We know that we have been done wrong, and we know that we should forgive. But we just want to have some sort of semblance of order in our lives, where bad things are teach people lessons, or bad things don't just pass with you just having to deal with them and move on. So what I've learned from this situation is that I believe when that happens, that's God trying to make you deeper. He's creating a depth in you. It's not all about forgiving all the time. That he's teaching you in this situation. He is teaching you to forgive, but it's deeper than that. I believe. I think when something like this happens and you're done wrong, and it keeps on going on like that, I think the purpose of this is to remember that life isn't done in a day. Life isn't over in a day. We have to come to terms with the world that we live in, and things don't always line up in our point of view to us to a tight storyline. This isn't a movie. This isn't a TV show. This isn't a book. Things don't happen in order that in the order that you see it. Things don't happen so neatly. And so what this requires from us is to have strength and patience. Yeah, retribution is great, but the primary source of your attention, the primary focus of your attention should be on continuing your life and continuing to improve and to continuing to gain wisdom to deal with your life going forward. And what I've seen is that once you accept the injustice that you have been through, and you accept the mercy shown on that person or this thing or whatever in your life that has done you wrong, as you go on and you grow and you don't get bitter and you don't become vengeful, you don't become hate, you don't let hate take root, what you see is that you become a person that is larger in the future, a person that is more tactful, a person that sees beyond the veil of just interpretation of an unjust situation. You become a greater being. And then honestly, sometimes in the future you see what happens to that person, and their image cracks, or whatever institution or whatever did you wrong, you see their image cracks. You see the fault lines in their way of going about things. And sometimes they even come back to you years later and apologize, and you become friends, and it's awesome. So right now, if something is dogging you, if something is unjustly getting over on you, remember that you keep on moving forward. If you can't do anything that's not peaceful or conducive to making you a better person, just keep moving forward and keep observing, keep recording mentally or whatever, however you do it, the steps of your journey along the way to find justice in your own life, and things will come to a conclusion in at least in part in your future. And I can't promise that anything like this is easy. I can't promise you won't get angry, but just remember that giving in to hate is going to hurt you more than it hurts anybody else. It might seem gratifying at first, but it eats away at you. So just remember to move forward and looking for wisdom and understanding. And this all, I have to keep on saying it, but it all is made easier with a faith in God. So I hope this helps. Thanks.